So I quite fancied doing another Scottish sayings video, and every time I'm having conversations with people or I'm just out and about in day-to-day life and I hear a phrase and I hear somebody saying something, I'm like, I need to note that down for a video. So these are some sayings that I think I might have mentioned in some previous videos, but I think most of them I haven't. So these are some phrases that are quite common and you will probably hear them in everyday conversation, day-to-day life in Scotland. Again, some of these I'm not 100% sure if they're said all around the UK, you can let me know. I feel like the majority of these are Scottish. The first one's one that I didn't even realise was a Scottish saying. I haven't even noticed it at all, and it's said so often. And it was when my friend, right, she's an AV technician and she works at like events and stuff. But some guy was like setting something up and my friend went to say to him, "Is that you?" And he went, "Huh? What?" And she's like, "Is that you?" And he's like, "What do you mean, is that me?" And then that's when she realised, she was like, wait, other people don't say that? "Is that you?" just means, are you finished? Are you ready? But I didn't realise that that wasn't a saying anywhere else. So another example of this would be if you're in a restaurant and you're finishing up your meal or you're finished your meal and the waiter or waitress comes up to you and says, "Is that you?" And then you would say yeah or no. Like, they just mean, are you done? Are you finished? Well, I say it all the time, "Is that you?" Like if you're ready to go somewhere, "Is that you ready? Is that you? Right, let's go." It's such a common saying. The next one I've got down here is "up to high dough." I love this one. This just means if somebody's up to high dough, they're stressed out to the max, they're getting themselves really worked up. So if you're up to high dough, you're in a situation where you're like, ah, and you're just getting to the point where you're going to break. That's when somebody's up to high dough. Another one that you might hear quite regularly is "get to." Get to is just an easier way of saying get to F, go away, get away from me, get to hell, get to. It's just a shortened version of that. A lot of the times here it would be used playfully, like because we use sort of insults and things as a term of endearment sometimes. So if someone's annoying you, you might say, "Oh, get to," but instead of saying "get to F," or it's just a politer way, it's still not polite way of saying go away, get to. Aye right. So someone's lying and you don't believe them, you think someone's telling fibs, then you would say aye right. You don't believe them, aye right. So it's kind of like of saying yeah right, but aye means yes in Scotland. So if someone's bragging about something, right, and you don't believe a word they're saying, and they're saying, "Oh, I just robbed a bank," then you would say aye right, and that just gets across the fact that you don't believe them. Another way of saying that you don't believe someone is by saying "you're at it." Aye, so if someone's just winding you up, this is more of a playful term, so someone's winding you up and they're sort of like telling you a story and they're kidding you on, and then you suddenly click that they're not actually telling the truth, then you would say, "No, you're at it, you're at it." Another one that I have mentioned in videos before is one of my favourites. I use it all the time, and it's "stop greeting." Greeting means crying in Scotland, but telling somebody to stop greeting is another way of telling somebody to either stop crying or stop moaning, stop being a moan. Like if my friend, say I'm in a mood about something, right, and if I'm being a bit short in text and if she can just tell there's something wrong, she'll say, "Are you greeting?" And then I'll either say yeah or no. We just bluntly say it to each other, "You greeting?" or "Stop greeting." Like, come on, it's not a big deal, stop greeting. Aye, just another way of saying stop moaning, stop being mopey and bothered about something that isn't a big deal. The last one in the list is one that I don't use, but I do hear it quite often, but not everybody uses it. It's not one that is like, this is a common Scottish phrase, but I just wanted to include it because it's funny, and it's "don't have a scooby." If you don't have a scooby, you don't have a clue. And it is just, it's rhyming slang. I don't have a Scooby-Doo, I don't have a clue. But nobody says I don't have a Scooby-Doo, they would just say I don't have a Scooby. But if somebody says they don't have a Scooby, they don't know, they have no idea, they don't have a clue. So I hope you enjoyed some of these everyday Scottish phrases. I've done videos on Scottish phrases and things before, so your favourite phrase might be in one of those videos, so I'll link those videos in the description as well. But let me know your favourite Scottish phrase down below, and I could do another one of these videos in the future. So if you haven't subscribed and you enjoy my content, then don't forget to subscribe and click the wee notification bell if you want notified of when I upload. And that's it. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.